I got a call from my sister one night to tell me that she wasn't going to be able to go to Passion. She was working a new job and she wasn't going to be able to get the time off. So that led to a phone call to Ricky, which led to a phone call to Kim Courville. I called Kim and I said, a registration has become available. There's a paid registration. I feel like I need to offer it to Peter, but I'm a little concerned. I've talked to Ricky, and if Peter wants to go, we're both willing to take the risk, but you should know up front, Passion is just a melting pot of things that could trigger seizures. It's all of the things that y'all have been experiencing. It's sleepless nights, and it's stressful situations, and it's heat and loud music and flashing lights, and it may not be a very good idea, but Peter didn't get to go to Fort Worth, and I think he deserves a chance. And she said, let's leave that up to Peter. Offer it to him, and if he wants to go, he should go. So she put Peter on the phone, and he said, Scott, if God's made a way for me to go, I'm gonna trust him, and I'm gonna go.
Before Passion and before the call from Scott, I was going through a lot of pain and a lot of confusion. I, had this condition that I was afraid I couldn't get rid of. I had a doctor tell me that it would never go away. Being at Passion 2012, there's a song I heard while I was there by Chris Tomlin, and it was called White Flag. And that song moved me in so many ways. In that song, it's at the beginning, it says, "The battle rages on," and I felt like I was in a battle throughout my whole life through these seizures, and I was just fighting and fighting and fighting, but somehow I could never get the victory. And at times I would always ask God, what is the point? What are you doing? When are you going to heal me? And I always, at times I doubt myself, I doubt God, and when I heard White Flag, that was just a difference maker. Everything in that song, God said to me, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's in my hands. You need to go, live your life, and trust me, and not let this bother you anymore, because I have a plan for you, and it doesn't include having seizures for the rest of your life.
We were eyewitnesses to a miracle those 4 days at Passion. Peter didn't have even the hint of an episode. God just totally made a way for Peter to be there. He had a word for Peter, and Peter had to be in Atlanta to hear it. And when we got back, I remember pulling into the parking lot, and before I unloaded anything, I ran to Kim and I gave her a hug, and I'm like, Kim, this was beautiful. What God did this week was amazing, and I'm so glad Peter got to experience that.
For God called you to do good, even if it means suffering, just as Christ suffered for you. He is your example, and you must follow in his footsteps. 1 Peter 2:21. I'm very thankful for that song, and I'm very thankful for God and what he did.